It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today I want to talk to you about the upcoming update in a few days, and the main thing that I think you should focus on if you haven't already unlocked all of these, just so that you have a better chance in the upcoming Mastery mode. Now, Master mode, we don't know the full details of yet. We do know that you must have completed both story mode and dark mode of the episode that you're trying to attempt to get into. So, for instance, if you want to get into Master Mode Episode 1, you need to complete Story and Dark Mode Episode 1 100%. For most of you, that should be pretty achievable or doable if you're just starting out. I'm glad to help answer questions if you have some, but regardless, those are the first requirements as far as getting to that episode. And then also, you have to beat Chapter 10 in Story Mode to unlock Master Mode altogether. So, if you haven't done that, you need help with that, please let me know. I'd love to help. Now, when you're in Master Mode, here are the things that you're going to want to do. All your stamina is going to be helping with the grinding that you'll do in Master Mode, and all of the resources that you're going to want to be getting for sending cookies and having other materials. So you're going to want to get Story Mode and Dark Mode Mastery done, because that will give you less stamina usage from those modes. I'm pretty sure that they're going to unlock a tech that will do the same like Master Mode Mastery. It might be called something different because that's a little funny for the alliteration of it, but if they do, that'll reduce stamina requirements in the mode itself as well. But beyond that, you'll want to also go through and get this tech up here, Max Jellies, upgraded as much as you can. And then also in the Kingdom section, you'll want to get specifically the Fountain of Abundance production done as well. Those two things are going to give you stamina jellies, whether it being the max amount so that if you can't get in game at all times, that's going to help, or the Fountain of Abundance, as you can see down here, you're going to get some over time, just randomly. It's a fixed amount of what you get, but you're going to get it randomly over the 8 hours that it takes to max fill your fountain. So all that's going to be helping to get the stamina. Now, the one other thing that you can do, if you don't have it, and there's a chance that you guys don't have it, is that you need to save up the crystals for this specific monument. I'm actually trying to remember where I put it. This one here, Skull Island Resort. So this will give you a certain amount of jellies over a certain amount of time, and if you get it to max level, you can see that you'll make 40 every 15 hours. So it reduces the amount of time and increases the amount you get. So in 1 day's time, you'll have an extra 40 stamina to use for Mastery Mode. And that's just going to be really important because the biggest thing that I'm seeing from a lot of people is the gap that might happen from cookies being ascended. And the good thing is they're going to be doing events. They're going to be doing a few other things that are going to give you the chance to ascend your own cookies. They're going to be giving all those free cookie cutters, which will help with our commons and our rares at the very least. So those are viable ways for you to get those soul cores and start getting your cookies upgraded to even further lengths and levels. And also, even if it does make a small gap between players, it's going to help you guys. So think of it this way. Maybe you're struggling in episode 13. Like, you're just not able to get through very well, and you've got a 5-star Ginger Brave, and it's level 70, and you've got perfect almonds on him, and then you're like, oh, it's just still not enough. But then, boom, you ascend him to a 10-star, essentially. It's 5A is what it's called, but if you get him a 10-star, then at that point, his stats might be strong enough to help carry and push your team in those story modes. Now, dark mode's going to be a little tougher. You're going to need even stronger cookies. So maybe your rare cookies, when they're ascended, you're going to have better times. So these are things to consider and some of the benefits that you can see that will help in certain modes, whether it be bounties, whether it be Tower of Sweet Chaos, because there are certain tower trays that require you to use rare or lower cookies, so you can't take certain level cookies in the team. So that's going to be really helpful. If there's any requirements for Master Mode itself, like being a prerequisite that you can only use a common cookie or that you can only use a rare cookie for the specific setup, then those being powered up and ascended are going to be helpful for you too. So we've been asking for a long time for them to give us more usage in the rare and common cookies without making kind of baloney ways to use them. And I think this is a good way. So I, of course, would love your opinions and feedback. Maybe you feel something completely different, but I try to look at the positive sides of it. I could, of course, rant and rave of every little nitpick that we could think of, but really I do want to think of how this can be beneficial for us. And something that I tried to cover the other day with a video that I had to take down because of recording issues, basically, just to summarize it, it will probably take well over $10,000 worth of paid transaction shop packages to get enough crystals, cubes, soul stones, soul cores, and everything to 10-star an ancient cookie. So I don't think you have to worry about the gap of paid players taking their ancients to such a high level that you can never touch them. You will have to worry a little bit about their epics being stronger, of course, but their ancients, their super epics, their legendaries, they're going to take time. They're going to really take some time. And I think this is also a move by Dev Sisters to extend the longevity of the game so that even if there's not as many cookies coming out, you still have a purpose on leveling up the cookies that you currently like and that you currently want to use so that they can be stronger, they can do better things, they can reach new levels in modes that you want to play over time. So that's the benefits that I'm personally seeing and what I'm looking forward to, as I want to really try out teams with cookies that are really not tried out as often, and I'm just excited to see what we can hopefully make of that. But once again, I'd love your feedback. I appreciate all of your support, and every time that you guys come and watch and communicate with me, it really is truly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and best of luck on your Master Mode grind.